Could we possibly see the next super duo? And that involves DAngelo Russell and Devin Booker. So Devin Booker talked to Newsday, and here's what he said about DAngelo Russell. We've seen him since Ohio State and all the things he could do. He mentioned 2 humongous Skip Baylessisms. Clutch gene, it factor. Stuff that cannot necessarily be determined, yet us sports idiots still talk about them. I would love to play with him, said Devin Booker. He makes people around him better. He's a dynamic player. He has the utmost confidence in himself that I don't think will change ever. That's why we have the relationship that we do. And then when DAngelo heard it, he said, wow, I mean, you never know. It's not something I really can control. But no one would ever have thought KD and Steph would be on the same team either. That's true. When you come from a long relationship, if you end up on the same team one day, that would be really great. I thought that was interesting because it's not happening.
Oh, wow.
I don't see it. Wow. I'm sorry. Is DAngelo Russell going to want to go to Phoenix, Arizona?
Wow.
Because you know what? Devin Booker just had the max kick in. If not just, he's going to have the max kick in next year. He agreed to a $200 million contract or something like that.
As we've been talking, though, these two have been friends since what, freshman year or something? Or freshman year?
Long time.
Yeah, so it's fine that they talk about each other's games, and there's lots of friends in the NBA. And we don't have to jump straight to them suddenly going to play together. Maybe at some point, who knows?
Maybe way down the road. Or Phoenix is a contender. DAngelo Russell wants to go on like a 1-year deal.
I'd say, yeah, so maybe DAngelo wants to suddenly pull off a little bit of a Jimmy Butler and be like, I have certain destinations I'd like to go.
Right.
Or, Jimmy's gonna come here, I don't wanna be here. Because I think that was one of Jimmy's locations in his demand list. What's wrong with Phoenix, Arizona? I've been there a few times. If you have a lot of money, it's nice.
I don't.
They do.
I don't see an issue with it as long as, he doesn't talk to him about cheating because, then it can be on the internet. Upload it, you gotta watch out for him. His game, though,
I knew that was coming at some point.
When they say the clutch gene, one thing about that is
DAngelo Russell, this is last year under contract with Brooklyn.
I think DAngelo Russell is the type of guy that's not scared to take, the final shot and everything.
Not at all.
But, there's 47 other minutes in the game. He's been injured. He's number 2 pick, right? I mean, that comes with some expectations. I don't think he's lived up to those expectations. It's just odd.
I think he's actually been pretty good.
He's been
I just don't think people care about the Nets to watch them on League Pass.
Like I said, Devin Booker and DAngelo Russell is not putting the fear of God into anybody. Devin Booker,
but it'd be a nice backcourt to have and build around.
It'd be okay. Nothing wrong with Phoenix.
Well, who's the point guard right now anyway?
What you're saying, because when you think of those two, you don't go, oh man, what a nice building block that is. Right. They'd be fine, but maybe similar to what would happen up in Portland, like they had a nice backcourt.
And then it kind of.
That's a fair point. That's a fair point.
I don't know.
Except I've always said that the Portland Trailblazers need a big.
Yeah,
they badly need a big.
You love talking about that. That's your thing.
Well, Nurkic isn't the big. But we're getting off track here. Yeah, so here's the quick history. Devin Booker and DAngelo Russell first met as teens at the Nike Elite 100 camp in St. Louis for the top high school players in the country. Yeah. Now in the NBA, they have the same agency, team at NBA events, travel together every offseason. They even went to Coachella. The close friends also have a connection through the Call of Duty video game, playing online, apparently all the time. So the main point is, could you possibly see these two teaming up and having a successful relationship, whether it's in Phoenix or anywhere else?
Well, if he's a free agent, he can go where maybe that's his recruiting.
Is this something you can do when you're losing? Stay home and watch Call of Duty and play Call of Duty instead of go out to the club?
They play Fortnite, right?
That's right.
Yeah, it's true.
And now
it might have changed.
Red Dead Redemption. They're not playing it online together. They're just playing
Red Dead Redemption, by the way, strong feature in South Park this week.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that.
They plugged the hell out of it.
Yeah.
Alrighty, what else are your thoughts? YouTube.com/TYT Sports.
I play Spider-Man, by the way.
Good for you.
It swings around.
You know what's my favorite song? You could ring my bell. So do it, why don't you? Ring the damn bell. And download the TYT app. Available on Android and iOS.